Welcome back. 7:44 now. After our Fox 35 investigation, we are now seeing some action on the state level that could help prevent more animal deaths. No more sloths will be coming to Florida, at least for now. The FWC has issued a temporary ban on importing sloths. This change comes in the form of a 60-day freeze on all new sloth-related permits here. FWC says it will use this 2-month window to review the rules, including who is eligible to own one. So right now, Florida law classifies sloths under the same Class 3 category as things like raccoons and squirrels. Anyone 16 or older can actually obtain a free permit to own a sloth. Joining us right now to talk more about it is State Representative Eskamani. Great to have you with us. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Amy, and I'm sorry I can't be there in person. I'm joining you from my Tallahassee office today.
Well, we're so glad you're there because this is where change is affected, right? And this is one of the steps that we wanted to see, a 60-day moratorium. That's a step in the right direction. Is that right?
Absolutely. This is a huge victory for sloths and for animal welfare leaders across the state. You know, we had a meeting with Florida Wildlife Commission on Monday with the Sloth Institute and the Sloth Conservation Foundation and discussed this concept of a temporary ban. We also pushed on long-term policy change, which we will be engaging in good faith on. But to see this announcement come out so quickly was very affirming to all the advocates and media partners that have been uplifting this tragedy and pushing for accountability.
So talk to me a little bit about maybe some of the changes potentially that can be made in Tallahassee. I know you guys are coming to the end of this session and about to wrap things up, so probably too late for this session, but what about next year?
Excellent question. So we are building a bipartisan coalition for next legislative session for changes to Florida law. However, in the interim, we actually do have the opportunity to engage in what's called rulemaking. So you mentioned your introduction, the Class 3 permit. Those changes to who gets a permit and how, or what animals are classified under which permit, we actually can change through the Florida Wildlife Commission directly. And there are 2 more meetings for the FWC in August and December. So we're working with FWC and with our experts on crafting policy changes in the rulemaking silo. And so that'll help us get results before the year's even over.
All right, I'm totally going to change subjects on you, but I saw something the other day that you said about this idea of bringing baseball to Central Florida, Major League Baseball, and you said that you were all in on this. Tell me a little bit about, your thoughts on this and what it would mean to the Central Florida community if this were to happen.
Well, I appreciate the opportunity to talk about something positive and uplifting. And so, yes, we're very excited for the opportunity to have Major League Baseball in Florida. And I think it's important that elected officials operate with fiscal responsibility in mind, but also not to close the door on what could be a major economic generator for our region and something that Orlando leaders have been fighting for and pushing for decades. We have some really strong private investment that is engaged, and I think it's important to work in good faith with those actors. I know this has been an attempt by past leaders, and I would love to have that home run, if you will, to pursue a Major League Baseball team for Orlando. All
right, well, we're going to see what happens, but yeah, a lot of eyes focused on that, and thank you so much for taking the time. We know you're busy in Tallahassee, and we look forward to seeing the results of some of the work that's being done there. State Representative Eskamani, thanks for being here.
Thank you, Amy.